Recognizes the gentleman from Edmondson for an explanation of the bill and a motion thereon.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Ladies and gentlemen of the House, House Bill 429 is a small fix to allow extra flexibility for community banks across Kentucky who have state charters. One of the things that you hear from bankers many times is the issue of a legal lending limit. And under law and guidance from the Department of Financial Institutions, there are two ways that a bank can calculate their legal lending limit. And the legal lending limit is the maximum indebtedness that they can loan out to any one customer at any given time. There is a state statute that has a calculation and guidance, and then there are also federal statutes for national banks that the Kentucky Department of Financial Institutions has done a parity letter on to allow Kentucky state chartered banks to either use the state statute or the federal statute, whichever is most advantageous to them. One of the things that we do in this bill is we codify the guidance that the Department of Financial Institution has had for many years on the federal legal lending limits to put that into our statute, that can definitely be used in our law. But we also do a small tweak in the state legal lending statute. Once you get your calculation of what your legal lending limit is at the state level, you have both a secured and an unsecured limit. You can loan all the way up to the unsecured limit without any security whatsoever, but then once you go over it, everything has to be secured currently, and you can loan all the way up to the secured limit. However, that doesn't work a lot of times in practice. You could have $3 million, say, as your unsecured legal lending limit. You loan up to $3 million, all of it secured by real estate or good collateral in Kentucky. And if that customer, who might be one of your best customers, comes in and is looking to do a small unsecured loan to get a credit card or even has an overdraft that needs to be paid, you, as the bank, are not allowed to do that. This will just change and fix what I would call that donut hole issue to make sure that anything over the unsecured limit must be secured, but just because you're at the unsecured limit does not mean that you can't have any unsecured debt whatsoever. If there are being questions, I'll be happy to answer them. If not, I would move passage of House Bill 429.